Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the Business News on Media Live. My name is Alfred Okansi. Let's go to our first story this afternoon. Information coming through. The President has appointed former National Deputy Coordinator of the National Health Insurance Scheme, Stephen Amoah, as a new Chief Executive Officer of the Microfinance and Small Loans Center, MASLOC. Until his appointment, he was the NPP Ashanti Regional Organizer. Stephen Amoah was also the CEO of Zintex Portfolio Services Limited and the Chief Finance Officer of Kensington Media Group of Companies. He also owns Zintex Farms in Kawanda in the Eastern Region. Stephen Amoah is also an investment consultant and once a part-time lecturer in corporate finance. Okay, so this you have on your screens. The man you have on your screens now is the one the President, Asiedu-Dartey Akufo-Addo, has appointed to head the Microfinance and Small Loans Center, MASLOC, and he's coming in with a wealth of experience in management and also in various portfolios, being the former CEO of Zintex Portfolio Services Limited. And there's going to be a lot more on him and what is coming in into that particular office subsequently. On to some stories, Managing Director of the Ghana Stock Exchange, Kofi Amoah, has condemned remarks that the President's intention of listing the Voter Authority and GRIDCO on the Ghana Stock Exchange is ill-advised. He said the listing of the two companies will help deepen the development of the market and also serve as good equities for pension funds and investments.
Made an address to Parliament on the state of the nation, the President, Asiedu-Dartey Akufo-Addo, indicated his plans to list the Volta River Authority and GRIDCO on the Ghana Stock Exchange. This, he said, is part of measures to make them efficient and strengthen Ghana's power sector. This signal, according to the MD of the Ghana Stock Exchange, is a welcome news, especially when it is coming from the Chief Executive of the land. He said the President's remarks signals efficiency for these companies and that their listing will further deepen the development of the bourse.
If you become a public listed entity, your army of shareholders will require you to be much more efficient and deliver more. It will also require you, the market discipline will also require you to be much more transparent. If you are efficient and you are transparent, it is good for the economy as a whole because we get value for money for every transaction that we go through. And that is exactly what the President, I believe, meant by bringing these companies to the market.
The MD also said the comments from the former Minister of Power, Kwabena Donkor, that the listing of the two companies on the exchange, that it is ill-advised, is unfortunate.
If you have 32 and more counting banks and insurance companies operating in this sector and they are private companies, then it stands to no reason to say that GRIDCO shouldn't be privatized or shouldn't be a public company listed on the exchange. If you are profitable and you come to the market, you're expected to be even more profitable.
The Managing Director of Carl Brokers, David Tete, also lauded the idea, saying the greatest signal to issuers on a strong capital market is when government begins to diversify its holdings in state-owned enterprises through the stock exchange.
You would see that there's more transparency because more people have an insight into the way those two businesses will be run. From the market perspective, you have individuals, local fund managers being able to share in the wealth that these two institutions are generating. So it can only be good for the markets.
The head of brokerage at First Bank, Edem Akpenyo, says investors will be looking at how profitable these two companies will be when listed.
Tariff setting will be such that it will be profitable to those companies so they can make some money, grow their companies and still be able to pay investors some dividends. That is something that will be a key determinant in whether listing those companies will be successful or not.
Currently, the debt-owned institutions in the energy sector is estimated at 4.4 billion cedis and has had a toll on the performance of the financial sector as most banks have lent huge sums to VRA.
All right, so that's it for business.